Jesus, I feel y'all, girl.
So dramatic.
I just watched that back, not proud of it. Like, especially if I'm feeling super unmotivated. Like, I'm pacing. I'm going back to work.
Morning, girls. It's time to go skating.
I hate to inform y'all, but today is a double run-through day. I hate to say it, but it is. Gonna cry. No kidding.
So I know you guys are currently in your competition era because it's comp season. I have a ton of mental health questions related to figure skating that you guys asked me that I'm going to answer today during practice. How do you get out of skating rut and gain back motivation?
I've been in a ton of skating ruts in the last 17 years of my skating, but a lot of the times it kind of just feels like I'm just doing the same thing over and over again, which is good because routine is great. But when it feels like nothing's progressing, that's really hard. A way that I love to combat that is just trying something new or starting to work on something new, because then it feels like you're getting better because you're obviously have never done it before, so you have no expectation of where you should be because you just started doing it. And I know sometimes it really feels like you're not progressing even though you're putting in so much effort, and either that's a sign to try something new to add to your practice, or you just need to take a little break, which is always good too. You are allowed to take breaks. You know, skating isn't your entire life. You have friends and you have things to do that aren't skating, so don't make it too much of a big deal. I know it's really important to you and me too, but at the end of the day, you get on the ice, you do your stuff, and then you get off, and then you live your life.
Sometimes I feel insecure doing off-ice warm-ups in front of younger, high-level skaters, so I end up not doing them and going straight to the ice.
I feel y'all, girl. Sometimes I feel like doing off-ice also feels a little silly, because some little kids just jump on the ice. But as someone who is older and is not in as good shape as I used to be, I have to warm up or I'm not gonna be able to perform properly. It is what it is, like, and that's okay. You gotta do what you gotta do. Skating is so personal. Everybody has their own like workout routine or warm up routine. Like, everybody's different. Just take baby steps, you know, start with just a few exercises and then attempt to do some of the harder ones. I know it is embarrassing sometimes, but also we've all been there. If somebody's better than you and they're making fun of you, they've been there once. Who are they to make fun of you or think about like, oh my gosh, she's doing this? Like, girl, they used to do that too. They were in that position once. And if they're thinking like that, that is their fault. Like, especially if I'm feeling super unmotivated, being in a routine really helps because I'm just like, well, I just gotta do my routine. This is what I do every like week, you know? Like, after I came back from Toronto, I've just had this really nice schedule that I literally do every single week. And it's the exact same. Like, I do the exact same thing every week. Can it get boring sometimes? Yes, but the outfits stay winning. And that's what keeps it exciting for me. But having this routine has been so helpful because even if I don't feel like doing it, I literally am just like, well, I have to go. I do it every week. You know what I mean? And I got to keep accountable to myself. I'm about to do my program, but how do you deal with anxiety before competition? That's a hard one for me, girl. You need to find out what works personally for you. I really like swinging my arms around. Like, that's what I do. I be sitting like this. Like, I'm pacing. I'm going back and forth. I'm going like this with my arms. Like, I'm doing everything. Like, this is what I'm doing. And then once I'm ready, I take a deep breath. And then I go up and I'm like, I wasn't nervous at all. And that's what I have to do. But if you have to listen to music, just like not be there until it's time for you to go, that's what you need to do. But it really depends on you, and you just kind of need to find out what works best for yourself. I really like this question because it was really specific. Adrenaline rush right before I go on at the beginning of my program. It's hard to think back on my training when this happens. Sometimes it comes back naturally, especially when I'm most prepared. But even during my best competition, my headspace felt like a blur and I made dumb mistakes. It's like I'm practically blacking out during my program. I black out every time. This is definitely a big one for me. I forgot I had to warm up my lutz. I think the big thing with this one is just that like your emotions are heightened. So your breathing becomes irregular and you're not getting down on your knees as much. So something I really like to remember is when I'm jumping in my program, I really need to get down on my knees, take a deep breath, and then go. I kind of ate that up. I also really love focusing on one thing at a time. That's a big thing for me. Focusing on one thing at a time and not getting ahead of myself is the biggest one. But that comes with a lot of practice. Okay, it's time to do my program. I have to film on my camera because I can't use my phone because I have to use it for the music. Oh. Fun. Wasn't half bad considering I'm on period and my insides are trying to eat me alive. I have to go redo that jump that I messed up on. So let's do that. Jump. I messed up on. Wait. Oh, okay. Oh, Jesus. Oh, you know that moment when like a piece of snot flies out of your nose mid-jump? That's what happened. That's why I messed up. Should I do it again? Probably. Oh. Okay. Okay. Moving on to jumps. Okay. Along with the general comp nerves, how do you get over feeling disappointed after a tough skate? I know exactly how that feels because when I did my gold free skate test, I literally did so bad. Like, the videos are there if you want to watch. I'll put it in the iCard, but it was literally so bad. I wouldn't say today's a tough skate. I could have reskated some things if I did this for my test, but I also feel horrible. So we're gonna start on double axel exercises. In the moment when you're doing those exercises, it's so hard to realize your worth is not in skating. Ooh. I definitely felt that way when I did my test because it was literally so bad. As a Christian, I find my worth as being a child of God. But if you are not a Christian, you definitely need to find something else. But the main thing is here, don't base your worth on things that you can do. Like, you're just yourself. You're special and amazing, and I love you. And other people love you, and you should love yourself. Speaking of new jumps and being scared of falling, I get to do things today that I'm really scared of because I hate falling, especially on 1 foot axle double saltos. So how do we combat the fear of falling? Well, do your wall of exercises to prepare yourself, because it will make you feel more prepared, especially if you have a mental block. That was a bad one. We'll try again. Fear of falling really comes from the feeling of like feeling unprepared. So like all these exercises I'm doing to start off my double axel helps you feel more prepared to do the double. Ooh, that was a little better. To prepare for my 1 foot axle, I always do this. It's the closest thing I can do to doing a 1 foot axle. And then unfortunately, I just have to go for it. That was a good attempt. And try to really focus on what you need to do. Like, I need to make sure I get my whole body over my right side, land over my right, check, and then go up. The checking part's the hard part. I'm gonna attempt a few more. I was definitely over my left. So over my foot, over the right. Oh. I need to keep this foot down. Okay, 2 more. Just kidding, I'm gonna leave that at. We're leaving it at that, period. Last 2 exercises, axle, double loop, double loop, double loop. When I do these, I always just know that I need to stay over my right side, and that's the hard part of these. Now the double loop, first time is usually not the charm, unfortunately. Okay, I was in the right spot. I was ready, but I didn't go. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but I always take a nice deep breath before I do jump. You should do that too. It helps. Just calm me down. Like you're like here, and then you get really down on your knees and like, whew. Ooh, ooh, girl. Okay. Mental blocks. I love to hate them. I've had a mental block, specifically on double axles, I would say. They come at the most inconvenient times, don't they? What I do to combat mental blocks or just like fear of falling or jumping higher is that knowing jumping higher will actually, you probably won't fall because you'll have more time to turn around in the air. And sometimes I know it feels like a mental block will last literally forever. Positive affirmations out loud, even though it seems a little silly, I really like doing it. Fidgeting my hands, taking a nice deep breath before I jump. Okay, I got this, I can do this. I'm gonna do it, I got it, okay, ready. I'm not ready, okay. Oh. See, first one's already done. I didn't fall yet. I gotta stand up, close the legs. Okay. Oh. The popping jumps. Aye. I can do it. Take a water break if something's not working, because you're probably thirsty, honestly. I can do this. I got this. I'm gonna do 5 more. Ugh. I don't even think I'm skinning any more than a double axel, bro. Like, this is kind of embarrassing low-key, but also everybody's been there if they know how to do a double axel. I know embarrassment as an adult learning new things is definitely something that everybody struggles with, especially when all these little baby Russians are doing quads. Y'all have to realize that those people have no life. Their only life is this. And I love having a life. If I don't have all these quads, it's okay. I'll be fine. I'd rather have a life. You know what I mean? But if that's your goal, you got this, bro. Nope. Okay. Let's try again. My legs are not like squeezing all the way together. Two more. Okay, I wasn't ready. So dramatic. One more. I've definitely been doing double axels for a month straight, every practice. Don't think they've gotten much better, really. And you know what? That's okay. I haven't learned a new jump in a really long time, so I think that's why. And I just don't really know how long new jumps take to learn anymore. Come on, girl. Okay. I got it. Oh my gosh. Okay. I can do it. I got this. Last one. Okay. As much as I'd love to show you guys that I'm great and amazing skater, these have not gotten much better in a month. I haven't done double axels in lessons because I've been focusing on my test. I just watched that back, not proud of it. Not proud of it, but I'm too real. It's okay to fail. I also fail a lot. Fear of failure is something that I struggle with because I am also a recovering perfectionist. If you didn't know, I feel like most skaters are recovering perfectionists. It just comes with the territory, unfortunately. But what I learned is that you strive for perfection. You don't have to be perfect. Like, trying to be perfect and having to be perfect are different, if you know what I mean. If you are skating for yourself, I hope you are, because that's the only thing that's really gonna get you through this. Because skating is such a solo sport, you have to be able to get yourself to the rink and make yourself a routine and just realize that nobody is watching you as much as you are. Like, when I see somebody fall on something, I'm like, oh no, that really sucks. I hope they get better at this. Not, ugh, they're falling. Like, if you're a judgmental person, which I am sometimes, it can feel like other people are judging me because I'm judging them. But if you just practice like being non-judgmental towards other people, you won't feel like other people are judging you back. It's definitely something I'm working on. Jealousy. Yeah, that's a big one. Also, this is something that really pisses me off that I can't do anymore is layback spins. Because I travel so badly. One of my videos blew up because my layback spin is so bad. It has 100,000 views. So I have to go back to basics, which is really excruciatingly painful, but it will make it so much better in the end. I have definitely found myself being jealous of some of my friends before. You know my friends Evelyn and Ashlyn? I used to skate with them all the time, and I used to feel jealous of them. But like, since I was around them so much, like, they pushed me to be a better skater because I was not as good as them. And I'm really thankful for that. And I love them both because they're also just like very nice and understand what I'm going through because they've done it before. Like, they were at a level same as me at some point in their life. I just ran out of phone storage and you missed my most perfect layback. Look at this. See that right there? You missed it because my phone ran out of storage. Let me show you what my actual laybacks looks like. It's so fast and pretty, but I'm traveling so bad. Oh, Jesus Christ, I can feel it. Fuck. See what I mean? It's okay. I'll fix it one day. Hope you guys liked today's video. It's a little different. But if you have any more questions, leave them down below. And I'll see you guys next week. Bye.